And the 49ers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he intercepts it. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Niners.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes him talk to the hand. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Ward. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll get rid of it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fighting off the defender. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Loss of 2. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Charlotte 7, Michigan.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here's the handoff. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The 49ers come to the line in the hurry up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down.
That's another Charlotte.
And the 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. Toss to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Looking for a crease. It's Gordon. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 17-yard line.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Charlotte 10, Michigan 0.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The 49ers are on the move. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Charlotte 10, Michigan 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
At the 15, and the Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Coming after him. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Runs for the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet